Could I follow on Erin's comment?
Yeah.
In the 2016 election, Hillary really lost the coal mining communities. And Trump said it'll come back and that's the future. And the reality is that's a complete fallacy, because any money that goes, it's going into automation. These men, women who work in the coal mines, they're being replaced by automation. And what would you propose for these workers to transition them? It has to be done very gently, but they're just fearing for their jobs, their livelihood, their family. How would you propose to them that they could take the knowledge they have and turn it into a better kind of energy?
Sure. Well, energy depending on,
Yes.
are you talking about utility energy or
I'm talking about
I'll
the
answer
energy
you.
of the future.
Okay, so
Whatever way
yes,
it is.
I have reached out to the United Mine Workers of America. I don't come from a coal mining background, but my husband grew up in Appalachia. And his dad worked in a steel mill, but a lot of the dads worked in the coal mine or had cousins who did. So this was a part of the fabric of their life, and I wanted to understand it. And the president of the UMWA told me that they are not opposed to renewable energy. They are not opposed to any of these advanced energy opportunities, but they want to have some jobs. And the folks who've been there for a long time, they've invested their lives, their blood, literally their blood and their backs, in providing this kind of energy. And we all know that market forces are going to dictate what happens with coal. Those jobs are not going away tomorrow.
Right.
But the jobs of the future are in a different direction. So we have to walk a delicate line to provide opportunities for them. We've got to start with the young folks and bring them into other opportunities. So here's my idea, is to partner with manufacturing, to bring in new manufacturing and grow manufacturing that has apprenticeship programs. Because one of the challenges that we face is that people have heard retrain, 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 retrain. We heard that during the George W. Bush years. Retrain, 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 retrain. And then the jobs don't come. So I want to make sure we train for jobs that are either here or are being built here and that will be growing here. And that's a very delicate balance. So look, we have a problem in Ohio, because for the last 7 years, the leaders in Columbus have not been caring about growing jobs for working families. They've cared about funding the pet projects of their wealthy donors and filling the pockets of the special interests. So we need to change that, because as a result, as I said, we are last in the country in job growth. And there's a tax code that encourages all these manufacturing companies to pack up, move out of state or overseas. We've got to change that. That's why we need new leadership. We know how to make things in Ohio. We have a manufacturing backbone. I know we got it here in Canton. We want to make things. We have an unparalleled work ethic in Ohio. We have a manufacturing infrastructure. We have capacity that can be redeveloped for a fraction of the cost of building new. We have people who want to make things, and we have people who say good morning and good afternoon and say please and thank you. We have the nicest people in the country too. But what we don't have is a relentless advocate, and that's what I will be. I have already started doing this on some of my trips, my networking trips out of state, to talk with representatives from Fortune 50 companies. Now, some of you may have heard that Amazon's looking for new headquarters, right? And of course, every town in Ohio wants it. Now, that's going to be incredible, 50,000 jobs. But I don't need 50,000 jobs to grow Canton. I need to start with 500. 500 good-paying jobs transform the Cantons and the Zanesvilles and the Limas of Ohio. And that's what I'm shooting for, because I know we got the workforce. I know I'm going to make sure they have the skills, because part of my education stimulus plan is to partner with the business community to know what they have to do. I serve on the board of the Urban League of Cincinnati, and we've been doing that, but these are small-scale projects. We just trained 45 people to work for our energy company. And so they are now skilled workers. They all got good paying jobs, paying $18 to $20 an hour, but they had to go through our program. 45 people from communities that might not ever have an opportunity. Now they're going to support their families. What dignity do they get from that? That is the kind of relentless advocacy we need to grow these jobs. And so what I want to do is get these companies to come in here, those that are looking to build, and try to build a balance of skilled apprenticeship programs that are a part of their company. Just like in the building trades, it's a skilled apprenticeship program while you're working. That's exactly what we have to do, because otherwise I'm not going to entice anyone to leave a good paying coal mine. How could I do that? For the hope that they might get a job in some industry that's not here yet? I got to make sure this happens simultaneously. It's going to be a very delicate balance.